Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. And this is a day we're not only going into the weekend now, but we are also going into next week, which is a really big vacation week. Thursday is the 4th of July. So some of you have the next 9 days off. Some of you don't. Some of us don't. So let's keep you on pace here with what to expect. So we're pretty much going to just continue in cruise control with nothing truly major happening. There are going to be some shots along the way where we're going to get uh, a cold front, cold fronts to move through, and they will produce showers and thunderstorms when they go by. But the vast majority of the time, this weekend and next week, it will be rain free. We're in typical summer mode. We don't have any onshore flow issues to worry about. If that would be my primary concern, is if we were going to get into a persistent northeast or east wind in a situation where you're dealing with a lot of clouds and a stalled front of the south. Nothing like that. We're just kind of in typical very late June, early July mode. So here are our temperatures for the rest of today. We're looking at highs from northeastern Virginia through central New Jersey, reaching the reaching the lower 90s, near 90 at about New York City, and middle and upper 80s across coastal areas. And we're looking at temperatures in the upper 80s and lower 90s in southern New England, upper 80s in the Hudson Valley. Now, Saturday, we have a cold front that's going to be coming through. And so makes it a little bit more complicated in terms of temperatures because the timing of the front and if there'll be any cloud cover. But Saturday truly to me will be the one day where we can call it oppressive for everybody. Highs will reach up in southern New England and the Hudson Valley. We're talking middle to upper 80s. New York City, south and west, 90 to 93, 94. And that extends down into southeast and south central Pennsylvania and also into southern New Jersey. Down into Delaware and around the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area. Sunday, we're looking at some drier air starting to come in. There's a second cold front that will move through in the afternoon. It'll reinforce the dry air. You'll notice that as you head up north, you're looking at temperatures just in the 70s. That 62 is somewhere in an elevated area in the Catskills for a high. Low and middle 80s to New York City and northern New Jersey, northeastern Pennsylvania, and middle to upper 80s, central and south Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania, down into Maryland and Virginia. And as far as next week goes, I think Monday, we're looking at highs mostly between 80 and 85 everywhere. The humidity is going to be down for later Sunday and for Monday, and then it starts to come up as we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. I think this is the stretch where we'll probably see temperatures back to the upper 80s and lower 90s. The other thing I want to call attention to for tomorrow is severe weather risk. And this is going to be for the mid-afternoon to mid-evening time frame. The Storm Prediction Center, and I'm not surprised by this, they have a slight risk of severe weather now for much of eastern Pennsylvania, the northern half of New Jersey, much of the Hudson Valley, lower, middle, and upper Hudson Valley, Connecticut, Long Island, back to also into Massachusetts, and a large area of marginal risk from eastern Ohio down to northeastern Virginia, extending north and east up into central New England. And this is the next cold front that's coming through. Okay, the rest of the day, not really seeing too much happening, getting a little bit of high cloudiness that's streaming eastward. See that blow up of clouds up near the Great Lakes. There's a large area of thunderstorms there. I'll show you in a moment. But here we're just getting a little bit of blow off high cloudiness. It doesn't look like much, but it might be enough to shave the temperatures by a degree or two, depending on where you are. And there's a wicked squall line of thunderstorms this morning from Michigan across Lake Michigan back into southern Wisconsin. And they just got hit hard yesterday from a line of storms that moved from west to east, and now they're getting it from a line of storms that's moving from north to south. So here's our situation for tomorrow, just looking at the NAM model. We bring this front through here, so not much really happens during tonight. I was thinking maybe there might be an overnight shower or thunderstorm over the last couple of days. I'm going to take that idea out. And here's the front that comes through. Now, you just have to be careful with looking at these models. They're not good with actually showing you what the line's going to look like. I would just go with the idea that in the general risk area that you are at a threat for a thunderstorm late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. That front goes by. There's a second front here for Sunday, which produces a couple of spotty showers. I don't know if it's even worth putting in the forecast, and those showers don't show up down in southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, point southward, just maybe up in the Hudson Valley in New England. And this is our cool flow that's going to be setting up for the first part of next week. Slightly cooler and slightly less humid. All right, so the bottom line is the weekend to me. Overall, over the next 7 days and going through next week, really not too much changes. It's just going to be fluctuations from day to day, some chances for isolated to scattered thunderstorms from time to time, and that's really about it. So it's about as about as good as a stretch you're going to get for this time of year. Can't complain too much. All right, folks, that's it for today. Have a great weekend and enjoy. And if you're on vacation all of next week, enjoy. You got some pretty good weather for it. Good summer weather all the way through. We'll have our usual YouTube live stream tonight at 6, and also keep in sight for website posts throughout the day. And don't forget to download my free weather app on Google Play or on the App Store. And this way you got the weather app with you wherever you happen to be, because it gives you your local forecast for wherever you are. Right. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.